everyone, welcome to my Crafter's Cove. I am so glad you're here today. My name is Colleen and I'm glad you joined me. It's been a little bit since I've done a video. I had some health issues and I am recovering. So I'm going to do my best to kind of plug my way through this because I want to get something back up online. You've been very patient and I appreciate you very much. So I thought we'd do one of these little notebooks, and this one is a Christmas one, obviously, because I think they make adorable stocking stuffers. This is actually a little pocket up here. This button, I don't know if you can see the button. This is an old button that I got from my mom's button box, and my mom has passed away several years ago. She was 85, and so you can imagine how old some of these little buttons are, but I just loved it, so I decided I'd put it on there. This guy is just real easy to do. We're going to do it. I got the inspiration from the Posh Paper Lady, Sherry, and she's just amazing. If you ever want to get some beautiful and fun ideas, she can make it happen for you. She's an excellent instructor, and you have some excellent tutorials over there. So Posh Paper Lady. Okay, so I just decided to use some Velcro to close this guy off. And I put a little pocket on the inside with a couple of little tags. You know, I didn't do it, but I know we could make like little separations in here if we wanted to and put tabs onto the side. We wouldn't want to do it at this point, of course, because we're all finished and we'd need to have a little more room over here, but you could definitely do that. So anyway, I thought this would be a really fun little make. I wanted you to see what it looked like as a Christmas notebook. We're going to make one that's more generic today. It's not going to be Christmas, but I wanted you to see that this would make a beautiful Christmas notebook, and you could certainly use the instructions that we are using today to create this. So I'm going to use these little it's a little half notebook. I got these on Amazon. I can put a link in the description. I think there were 6 of them for, maybe 6 of them for about $8. And what we're going to do is we're just going to modify this and turn it into that cute little notebook we got. So I'm going to start this one for you. I'm not going to do it all the way through because it takes a minute and I don't want you to have to sit through that, but I do have one that's ready to go. So basically we're going to take about 2.5 inches off of the end here. So I'm going to grab my little cutting board, and I'm going to hope that this is going to work because I have a couple of different things that I need to be able to do, and we're going to just do the best we can. Oh, let me turn this. Because what I had been doing is hanging this over the edge a bit so that I could get an easier cut. So I'm going to go to the 2.5 mark, and we're just going to take that off. Oh, I'm going to set that to the side, and that's going to be the beginning of it. Now the next thing we're going to do is, since we took 2.5 here, each of these little, now we're going to go right down here, right down the line, and take 2.5 off. Now, Sherry at the Posh Paper Lady likes to use her razor, her blade. I just am not that strong or steady with the blade, and it doesn't do a very good job, so I don't use this. But you certainly can. If you're good with a blade, use your blade. The other thing that I tried was this this little you know, it's for fabric, but basically you just kind of roll it along and it can cut through the papers. That worked okay, but not as good as this. So this is why I went with this route. So basically, you just lift it up, you grab a few pages, I don't know, whatever, however many you think you're going to need. You stick it through to the, and I'm going to pull the top back and keep it up. And I'm going to put it at the 2.5 mark right here, just like that. And I hold it in place, and then I'm just going to cut it on down and pull them off. And I'm just going to continue to do that, and that's what I do through the whole book so that I can get to the size that I want to get it at. I'm just going to do one more so you see how it goes. Now, everybody's going to have their own way of doing this. And like I say, probably Sherry's way is the best. I just don't have my strong enough finger or direction. I don't know what's the matter with me. It just doesn't work that right for me. Okay, so there you can see you have a nice even cut. So you're going to take that and you're going to go all the way through to the bottom, all right? And that's how we're going to prepare to have our notebook. I'm going to move this off to the side because we're going to continue on with the one that I have already prepared. So I cut this guy all the way through. And then I'm going to take a little stylus here. You can use a bone folder or whatever you like. And you run right next to the edge. And you're just going to run down as easy as you can. Back and forth. Make a nice little crease there. And then you're going to pull it over and you're going to fold it like that. Okay? And that's going to be our first fold. And then you're going to take this and you're going to stand it right up. Stand it up like this. Again, hold it in place and take your little stylus or your bone folder, whatever you use to make a nice little crease. I'm going to hold it right here. And then you're just going to run along the line again. Run along the line so that you crease it on down. And then you have your second crease, right like so. And that is going to be our fold over for this. And it's that easy. And doesn't that look cute to have a little notebook like that? All right, and then the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to use the papers that came out in the new October 2025 kit from Pink Monarch Prints. And I want to show you a couple of things real quick because I didn't take a whole lot out on this. I just took a few pieces. But I wanted you to see how pretty. These are just going to be some, we're going to pick one of these to put in as our side pocket on the inside. And then there's this one. And look at these pretty tags. Aren't those beautiful? And then we've got a couple of pieces of paper. I did go ahead and print on both sides. And then this one, another pretty pocket. And I loved these two tags together. This is probably going to be on the inside of this. So this is Pink Monarch Prints, October 2025. And I think it's called Remembering Florence or something like that. But you need to go and take a look at that. This is just a lovely kit. And I really haven't even printed up. This is you can see this. This is a mark from my printer. But we'll be all right to use it. We're just going to do it a little differently. And then I can show you real quickly a couple of the pretty ephemera pieces that we'll probably be tucking in. But see how beautiful? Here's some mushrooms and some rooster and a hen, butterfly. You know, pretty pretties. And I forgot to show you this one. I guess I'll show you this real quick. Look at how pretty. Isn't that nice? Okay, so there's a few things that we're going to probably be pulling into or pulling out of to get our stuff together. So we're going to pull our cutting board back in, and what we basically have here is it's not quite a 5x5, but it's pretty close. Let me put my glasses on really quick so that you can see see my fancy ruler here. When we're all closed up, we're looking at about 4 3/4, and I think we've got about it's just like, it's like 4 15/16. It's like almost 5. So, but it makes a nice little piece. And the cool thing about this is we are going to use two 8.5 by 11s. Okay, I printed them on both sides. I'm going to use this side for the outside cover. So I'm just going to cut this in half, and since it's an 11, we need to cut it at a 5.5, right? Oh my goodness, I'm stuck. Okay, she says. So let's cut this right in half at 5.5. There's 5.5, and there you go. And we're going to use, all right. So I'm going to put, this is so easy, you guys, and you're just going to be like, oh my gosh, it's so easy and so cute. I think I was trying to decide whether I wanted to just put this on and then trim around, which I think I might do. But I probably, because you know how when you're using your cutting board, my cutting board anyway, it's not quite exact. And I'm almost thinking I might just glue this down and trim around it a little bit. But I think I'll cut, I think what we'll do, I'm trying to think of the easiest way because, you know, sometimes it just goes that way. So I'm going to start right at the edge of the black border there. So we're going to cut it at, this looks like about 4. So I'm going to go a little bit over 4 so I have a little bit of something to, yeah, I want a little bit of a little bit more that I can trim. So I'm going to take it like that. And so then we can go right down like this. And I think this is, okay, yep. That's what we're going to do, guys. And so I am using, for this, I am using this Beacon 3-in-1. I liked the way it stuck down. Sherry uses her double back tape, and she has some real thick double back tape, and that works really beautifully too. But I like this because it gives me a minute to kind of move some things around. So I'm going to just use that and go along the way I go. So I'm going to put a nice little layer of glue on here. Hopefully I'll be able to just cut this off easy enough, and it won't be a hassle for me. We do not need hassles at this stage of the game, do we? Life is too short. Can we not have hassles? All right, so I'm going to push it up right next to it. I want it nice and tight. I want to make sure my top is nice and tight and even. Let me see. I can see I need to move it a little bit. We'll move it a little bit anyway, right? There we go. Man, oh man, that was a fighter. It was fighting back. All right, I'm going to just trim that off. It's just such a fun thing to do, and it's, like I say, it's fairly easy, and it makes a nice little gift. I mean, this can be a prayer book, a notebook. You can easily stick it in your purse when you're heading out, or you could certainly make a more masculine design if you want to, and then you can look at that. See how cute that looks? I just really like it. Okay, so there's the front side, and then on the back side, I think we're gonna go ahead and do this as the outward, because then this is gonna come around and it'll be like that. Now, do I like that? That's the question, isn't it there? Let me see something. Let me see if I like this one better. Guys, I think I like this one better. Look at that. I don't mind that. Do I? Which do you like? I wish, see? Maybe the two patterns are too busy together. All right, we'll go with what we thought. Now, the length of the back here, from here to here, let's measure that. See what we got. It looks like it's about, I'm gonna hold it up here, 6.5, a little under 6 3/4. So 6 7/8, it looks like, about 6 7/8. But again, like I said, I'm not sure that I'm going to necessarily need to cut that. I sure can cut about 1 inch or so off, but I think we're just going to go like this and put it on there. Oop, let's make sure I put it on the right way. Woo-wee, that would have been a bummer. And I was totally thinking it too. I was totally thinking I was going to put it on that way. I mean, we could have done something, but that would have been a bummer for sure. All right. I got to get in my little... It's kind of hard to see. I'm going to off on an angle here a little bit. All right, so there's that, and I'm going to get the glue off the edge there because I don't really want that on there. Oh boy, It already started to kind of set. How about that? What does that tell you? Tells you that you don't have a whole lot of time. But you just... Okay, I'm going to turn this over now. Make sure that it's okay to go ahead and grab your spatula and make sure that you have things stuck the way you want them. Let me see this side. That looks pretty good. I'm going to just continue to do this. I'm going to cut around that, and we're just going to, like I say, cut around and make it good work. Oop, I'm trying, guys, I am. Have you guys been making a lot of stuff for Christmas yet? Seems like I've seen a lot of fall stuff, which is wonderful, but not a whole ton of Christmas stuff yet. All right, so there's that, and I think I'm just going to trim that and hang on to it because you never know, right? You might need it for something. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and use my bone folder, my little Cricut spatula, and I'm going to bend it and just kind of work it a little bit because it's going to be a little stiff, of course, because we just added another piece of paper on there. Okay. All right. Now, guys, this happened with my last one too, and I don't really think it's a big deal because I just trim it again. But can you see that once I've folded it and glued it, you can see that there's a little tiny bit of the notebook peeking through. That happened on my other one too, and I just decided I would go ahead and trim it off, and I did. And it's not a big deal, but it's just something that I wanted you to know can happen. I think if you were to go ahead and use the double back tape like Sherry uses, the likelihood of that taking place is probably much less. But because this glue is, takes a second to set up, and then I'm in a big hurry, so I go ahead and fold it anyway. I'm going to always get that. I'm going to get a little bit of a... Let me just make sure my little edge here is right. Yep. I'm okay with that, I think. Don't want that. Just tiny, tiny bit there. I just don't even know if I care about that much. There we go. I want to fix this though. See how I got a bump there a little bit? I don't know what I was thinking there. Well, I need a big old corner round, don't I? There. Now Sherry, I think what she did was she took these and she just cut them in at an angle, and it gave it kind of a very cool, kind of thing there going on. So that was neat. But there's that. There's the outside cover. We're going to go ahead and cover this, and I think I'd like to put a piece on this. So I think we're going to do both of those, and then we can go ahead and kind of decorate it, and I'll finish it up. I got a little glue right there, so I'm going to get that off. Okay, so there's that. I am going to go ahead and ink my edges a little bit because I like it that way, and I think not everybody likes it, but I do. I think it looks kind of cool. So I'm going to do that. And besides that, with this kind of lighter color, a little bit plainer paper, it just gives it a little bit of interest, right? I'm going to close it. I'm going to go ahead and go right on this edge a little lightly here. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Already looks like something that's just really cute. Okay, so there you go. That's how that looks. I don't really need it on this other because you can't really see it, but you sure can if you want to. Just go ahead and do your edges. All right, so there's that. And now I think what I want to do is I want to take this, and I'm going to put this on the inside here and also on this side here, I think. Now, you know what? I'm going to put this over here, but I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to put this on the inside. Oops, on the inside here. Maybe like that. I think that's what we'll do. Okay. Okay. So let's measure this really quickly. See what we got on this one. We've got, like I say, 4 and 15/16 by. That's 4 3/4, 4 7/8, I guess. So I'm gonna do 5 by 5, guys, and then I'm going to trim it if I need to. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 5. Only because I have a hard time with this sometimes, not giving me the right measurement. And I probably just need to get another trimmer, but anyway. So I'm going to pop this on the inside here, like that. Yep, and then we'll just trim around the edge. Works for me. Now you don't have to do this if you don't want to. This could be done if you want to, just make a little closure for it. But I just think it's kind of fun to add some other pieces that, let's see if I can, we don't want to get it so close that we don't cut that or close it right? Let me see. Yeah, I think that'll do. I really like this paper. It's so pretty. So pretty. I bet you don't probably need to see all this stuff hanging out over here. I'm going to leave that though because I need that piece. Thank you for your patience while I'm doing my little cutting here and trimming. There we go. Good. Then I'm going to ink that. This is where we're going to put our pocket too. And we'll put a couple of little, couple cute things in there. There we go. All right. I like that. I like it. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to fold it this way. And I think I'm just going to come right in here. We're going to put it just on the back side. See, we got 2 fold lines here, remember? And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to just come back away from that second fold line a little bit so we can easily fold it, okay? And that's what we're going to do. Can't really see the glue come out, can you? I'm using a pretty good amount, but not a crazy amount. I'm just making sure that it's all covered. And I do want to get these edges. And you may need to go back and get your edges, guys, because, you know, edges are sometimes a little bit tricky. All right, so here's this. And I want to bend it down just a little. And push it forward. Am I putting my head in the camera again, guys? That's what happens when you're off a little bit. All right, so there's that. All right, and then you know the rule. We're gonna just trim around that corner. See if I get my corner right. Let's see. I'm out of sync. You know, guys, I was been off for a while, and I really haven't been doing much of anything because I just wasn't up to it. So, all right. So there's that. Now we're going to do the same thing to this that we did to the other side. I'm going to put this glue back on for a minute. Probably be using the other one. All right. So I need to find my second crease. yeah, you know how we have the two. We need to find the second one because the first one isn't going to be causing us too much trouble. The second one, though, that might. Okay. All right, so there we go. There we go. Now we have our little book, and that's what that's going to look like. And then we're going to decorate that and maybe put a little few pretties on there. It'll be just as cute as can be. Cute as can be. What do you think? I think it's pretty fun. Okay. Oh, you know what? There's an edge I need to get, so I'm going to use this. I did not pay attention to that very well. Let me see. Does this come? Oh, yep, it's coming out. Eek. Yes, I'm making funny noises. I missed y'all. I hope you're all doing good. I am recovering. It's just taken a while. It's a process, you know. Haven't been able to get back to church in a little bit because I have to be able to sit for a fairly decent period of time, and with this kind of surgery, it wouldn't always work out that way. All right. So now for this, let's do a cute pocket on this inside. I liked this, but I really wouldn't rather if the pocket was heading this direction. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do something like that. I do like that. So we'll put this little pocket in there. This is my art glitter glue that I'm using for this guy, of course. My husband's peeking in the window. I just had to wave to him there. I don't know why he's peeking. It's kind of funny. All right. Oh boy, I really like that. Okay, so there's that. And let's grab okay, so I like that very much. And I would like to have, let me see this one. Let me see this real quick. Thanks for your patience, guys. I just decided I didn't want to dump everything out. I'm looking at these birds. I really like these bird stamps. And I'm almost wondering if I would rather do something like that. I mean, these are very cool, and I could put this, let me see if I like the, oh, it's a little too big for this. If I use a single, I'll be all right. If I use a single, I'll be all right. And then I can, there we go. I like that. Let me get some ink on this guy real quick. Put that down like that. And let us put, sorry guys, not trying to get in your way there. I wanted to put, I think we're going to put no, that was too long. I don't want a long one. I want a shorter one. There, maybe Grace. What do you think of this? What do you think if we put Grace? No, Grace won't work there. It's the wrong style. I think what we'll do is this. I think we're going to leave this like that for now. I haven't printed out all of my pretties for for this, and so I'm limited on what I have to choose from, but there are other things that I could do. Certainly other ephemera and butterflies and things like that. So I think this is, just going to look real quickly, guys. Okay, we're going to leave it at that for now. And if I decide to add something else, I will. I'm going to do this as a little, oh, darn it. I put glue on it, guys. I put glue on it, right? You know how this goes. You've been with me long enough. You put glue on it, and then you drop it, and it goes between your legs, and then you squeeze it together because you don't want to drop it all the way to the floor, right? Yes. And then now you have glue on your pants. So, welcome back. Welcome back. We have returned to the chaos. Chaos that reigns. I am having still some discomfort, and so it doesn't help when I'm doing stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, she's really struggling, and I kind of am, but we're okay. We're okay. All right. And then I've got this really pretty. I love this tag. And I'm going to put that back there. I'm also going to put, wait, am I? Yes, I am. I think that's, yep, it fits. This one I'm going to put, I'm going to put a little ribbon on it, okay? I think that it's crying for a ribbon, so I'll go ahead and do that really quick. And I had someone ask me if I would post a link to my crocodile and different things, and if I can find, I did find it. I put it on the comment of the gentleman or the individual that asked, and so I certainly can link these things for you. I just, for some reason, did not think that I'm not. This is not my my forte to know what you need. I'm trying to learn, okay? And so anytime you see something or wish there was something done differently and you want me to know, please tell me, and I will do the very best I can on making you happy with it. All right, so put a little grommet in that, and I made that too long, but we'll just trim it. There we go. There we go. It'll stick out a little, but that's okay. All right, there's that. And I think that's cute on the inside. Then they're going to open it up and make their notes and do their thing with it. So the next thing that we're going to do is I'd like to pick out a little button. And I got my mama's button box. I saved it out so that we could do that. So here it is. I'm going to put my pin right there. Look at this button box, guys. I mean, you just, everything about it is old. This old envelope, and it has old buttons in it. I'm assuming from an outfit my mama had. And you can smell the old, the aged buttons. You know, some of them are metal, some of them are wooden. But we need a button for this guy. So, do we want, I mean, we could do something like a white button like that. There's plenty of those. She must have pulled them off a jacket or something. Remember when everybody saved everything? Well, that's kind of cute. A black button that would go with this, or, you know. But I kind of like this. Do you like the brown? I don't know. Let me see this guy. All right, I'm going to pick out a few, and then we're going to look at them and decide what we want to do, okay? There's a lot to look through here. What's this one? It's brown, a little different. But, let's see. Let us see. Oh, that's an interesting one. I won't take forever, guys. It's a little bit smaller. I don't mind that one too much either. It kind of pulls together some of the other colors. That might be workable. Okay, so we've got 4 buttons to pick from and a million more to look through at some point in time. So I'm going to shut that, and we are going to take one last look. Now this will go, and then we'll have some. We'll put some ribbon or some string, something cute to go through it. There's the black. I don't mind that too much. There's the white, blends in too much. Can't do the white, can I? I kind of like the brown. I wonder, what do you think of the brown? I wish I knew. And then we have this one, which is really got a little bit of a, oh boy, that was something. All right, let's look at this. I kind of like this, guys. I think I like this smaller one. I think I'm going to get some twine, and we'll put some cute twine through that. And, all right. Oh, gosh. I think we'll go through. I don't need all of this over here. Ouch. That was painful. All right. Now we're going to go down that way, and then we're going to come up again on both sides, because there's these holes are big enough to be able to do that, and I think that'll be a good thing. I think. We'll see. There's that. Oop. All right. I'm going to put a little knot. Okay. All right. Oh, I know. I need to turn that up a little more. We don't need it too crazy, do we? All right. There's that. I think we're going to do that. And I also need to put, I think I want to put, if I can find, let me see. I liked the look of this. It's just, what is this called? It's called, I don't remember, guys. Put it in the comments if you remember, so somebody can maybe be able to grab some. But anyway, we're going to do like a little at the bottom down here like that. And because I like the look of that, and I think it's fun. And then we're going to put another piece, and we'll put something in a little pocket. So we have a little pocket thing going on, right? So it'll be kind of decorate the front a little bit. You can do this in a million different ways, guys. This is just my way of going here. And let's see, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I really like this. This is, it says, appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well. I really like that. I'm thinking maybe about putting that, like, because this will be closed, and we can just kind of set this right here like that. And that would be, and then let's see if we like that. Let's see if we like it even. And then that will be up there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Is it okay? What do you think? We push it off a little bit more. So that's a thought. I'm going to put this, I need to put this button down. And hopefully, let's see. And Is that, I gotta pick it up, guys, because I gotta see if that's kind of the middle, and it kind of looks like it is. I'm feeling like it's too much movement there. It is. I need more. I need more. I'm gonna put it right on it here because I need it to stick. Need it to stick good. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Do you see that? All right, so I'm gonna, and what I did is I just, while this dried, I just set this on here for a minute. So I'm gonna just set that while that button kind of gets in place. And then I'm going to make a decision here on, because I think what I want to do, I really do think I want to make a little pocket like I did with that one, and put a little something in it. Let me see what I have. What do I have? Well, I have this little ticket. And that's not going to work, though. That has something on it that is not the color that I want. But I do have this little ticket. But it's, yes, I don't know that I want that on there either. I'm almost thinking that I want to go back maybe even with the other bird, since we have a kind of a bird theme going on. And maybe that's what we'll do, is I'll put the bird down. I wonder if, do I like it down at the bottom like that? Let me see. Let me see. Move things out of the way, Colleen. Okay. Now I'm having a whole new feel here. I kind of like this, and I may not put a pocket in it like I did the last one. I think I might like this just like that, and then, you know, I don't think I need much more in there at all. I think I'm just going to put that down there like that. I think I like it that way, guys. I think I do. I mean, if we all need to add things, we can always add things, can't we? It's the beauty of what we do. Beauty of the hobby. If you want to change it, if you want to add something different, it can be done. I need to not have my bird crooked. Okay. All right. That feels like that's on there pretty darn good. And I think that we need to get our little Velcro pieces. Now, I'm going to tell you something that may be helpful to you, maybe it won't. When I put these Velcro pieces on, I thought I would be smart and I'd put them close, a little bit close to the edge here, and that it would hold better or something. I don't know what I was thinking. But what happened was, when I got the Velcro in place, I could see it. I mean, see it really well. And I did not want to see that Velcro that well. So I had to take it off and reposition it. And it was a big kind of a pain. So we're going to set it back a little farther. And that's the way we're going to do it. And I think that I'm hoping that my button is enough that it's not gonna, or is stuck enough that it's not gonna come off. You know, you could also put a piece of lace down here too. That would be pretty if you wanted to, you know, dress this up a little bit more too. But there's lots of different things you can do with this. This is just kind of a basic one, guys, because I'm just kind of getting back. And so I just wanted to show you what you could do with it. And I am going to, I need to get these guys actually. All right, so I am going to put one, I think, about here. And this guy, I feel like it needs a little glue, but I don't know. It doesn't feel as sticky as it did. All right, and then let's see if I can get this guy. So what I do is I put the top two on first, make sure they're the way I want them, and then I take the bottoms and I stick them right on it as close to exact as I can. And why do I say it like that? Because if you're off when you put it down, you're going to, it'll be off on here. And I just like to try to keep them kind of straight. So I am going to go ahead and add a little glue to them. This one especially. So there's that. And then what we do is we just take it, fold it, and press it down. And I'm going to just hold it for a minute because I want to make sure it sticks good, or hopefully it'll stick good. All right. Well, now you got a little bit of a little peek at the Pink Monarch Prints new kit. Not a whole lot of a peek, but a little peek. And we made a little something out of it. And you got to see my mom's button box. And you got to see a new Christmas folio or Christmas notebook. This would be just such a great gift, guys. Oops, boy, my pen just broke off inside of that. Okay, well, we're just going to set that down then. Anyway, so there's that, and I'm just going to let it sit for a minute, but there it is. What do you think? It's pretty cute, right? And you can see the Christmas one. So, I mean, these are very easy gifts. These will stick easy in a stocking. I mean, it'll be really cute, and it'll be fun. I mean, as you saw, it didn't take that long. I'm afraid to open it, but I'm going to try to open it and see. Oh, see, that's why I was afraid. It wasn't quite stuck. So I got to close it back down. We're going to close it back down, and we're just going to let that sit. But anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by and watching the video today or tomorrow or whenever you get to watch it. I thank you so much. And remember, it was inspired by the Posh Paper Lady using Pink Monarch Prints, and I just love having you here. I love that you're a part of this with me, and I thank you so much for stopping by. I thank you for your thoughts and your prayers as I was in recovery. All right, have a blessed day. Thanks, everybody.